Hello, everyone. We are here at Midway University for our women's basketball media day. I am sitting with Cassie Doherty, Serenity Webb, and new Midway Eagles coach Kylie Gorby. Wave to the people. Give a friendly hello.
Hello.
To the numerous viewers out there. So, Coach, we'll start with you. You're taking over. This is your first year of a program that's gone 49-17 the last 2 years. Made the national tournament for the first time in program history each of the last 2 years. Just does that, coming in, obviously there's always kind of a transition period, but like knowing that they've had that success the last 2 years, do you feel any pressure, I guess, to keep that standard going as you take over for the first time?
I think pressure is always a good thing. So there is some of that, but I think more than anything, there's excitement. Having played in this conference previously as a player, having been a part of teams that won this conference, I know what this conference looks like. I know what it takes to win this conference. Coming back and stepping into a program that, Coach Minter did a great job of laying the foundation and recruiting great players and coaching a great team and developing a great team. I fully acknowledge the opportunity and the privilege that it is to be able to step in that and to coach great players like Serenity and like Cassidy and like so many others that I could name on our team. It's a blessing. There's always pressure, I think, in any sport, but that pressure is a blessing and a great opportunity for our team. If you don't feel pressure, you're typically not in a great spot.
Sure. And girls, either one of you guys, so just what do you feel like has been, has it been, how big of an adjustment has it been, going through a coaching change as you're, continue on your collegiate careers here?
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment, but the expectation is the same. So even though we got a new coach, I feel like we're still expected to win, expected to, go to the national tournament, win conference, and new players, new coach, we still merge well together, and all the hype is still there to do what we've been doing. So.
Okay, and Serenity, that's you. I know you two are the only two returning starters. So have you guys felt any sort of, I guess, I don't know if obligation is the right word, but if you felt like a pressure to sort of help everyone new acclimate to, just playing basketball in Midway?
I wouldn't say that there's ever pressure to help people. I feel like that's just a common, team aspect. She's very big on the team aspect, so I think just all of us together, it's really easy for us to just get along. So it's been really easy to kind of help guide and help bring other people along with what her plan is.
How well do you feel everybody is getting along?
I think it's really well. I think our team chemistry this year is great.
Okay, and Coach, have you seen that too, the chemistry?
Yeah, I think it's definitely nice, as I told both of them. So spoiler alert, I'm announcing this today, but Cassidy and Serenity are our team captains going into this season.
Huzzah.
So you mentioned, how has it been, helping people out, assisting them. They're great. I've seen that leadership since we started Open Gym as soon as school started. So I took time to evaluate our players over the course of the past couple months. And it was evident that both of them bring different qualities to help lead this team. It's always nice as a coach when you see players on your team hanging out outside of basketball, because I can always schedule events for us to hang out. But we got done with practice one day, and a big bunch of our team was running out to get sushi, or I don't know, was it Asuka? I don't know what y'all were doing. But it's always nice when you see, the players on our team are hanging out. Even in practice, you can see that chemistry. Knock on wood, we really haven't had a bad practice yet. The competition level is 100% there. You can see, these two or any two on our team can be, cutthroat in practice and, on each other's necks, really challenging each other. There is phenomenal accountability. There's no hesitation, to call anybody out, and it's been received pretty well, and I think that's because everybody knows what the standard is, and what the expectation is, and we're not going to settle for less than that. So I think chemistry plays a big role in it. You can always see really good teams. You can see really good teams that fall short of, the goal, or fall short of what they could accomplish because they lack that chemistry. They play, to take Coach K metaphor here, they play divided. And then you see teams that maybe they're not as individually as talented, but because they play together like a fist, they go and beat teams that you're thinking, oh wow, I can't believe they beat them. So I'm huge on the chemistry piece, because if you have that mutual respect, that mutual trust, we've already got talented basketball players. So I'm in a blessed position. Now it's, okay, how do we get all of these talented basketball players to come together, to accept roles that can be ever changing from year to year, and to, sit aside personal agendas for the ultimate team agenda. And so far, I mean, I've been really blessed we have people that are bought into that.
Okay, because I nearly spilled the beans about the captain thing there, but I held back, so.
We can go ahead and spill that.
Yes, okay. But you talked about, getting those rules defined. I mean, how long or how quickly do you feel like you'll be able to get everybody into, like, I guess, the optimum position where they are on the court during the season?
Yeah, some of that has just happened organically, just naturally. I mean, when we started open gym, we were going 5 days a week, and our entire team was in attendance, so it gave us a great opportunity to be able to watch, to be able to evaluate, practice. I mean, we've started off going 5-6 days a week, going hard and trying people in different spots and doing our individuals. So we've really been able to evaluate, the skill set. And then from there, it's just, I preach over and over, like if you're going to, especially, we talk about with our varsity roster, if you're going to be on this roster, you're going to be bought in. You're not going to be lazy. You've got to be willing to go in there and bust your tail, because you let one person step into that's not bought into those values, it starts leaking into the rest of the circle.
Yeah.
So I'm big on keeping that tight ship, and I'm a very forward coach. I think you both agree with that. I'm very optimistic. I want to uplift. I want to encourage. But I'm going to tell you, if you're not a shooter, I'm going to say, hey, quit shooting threes. It is not you. Don't shoot yourself out playing.
It's hard to hear, but
it's hard to hear, but it gives you, it helps people understand. You can't have 5 superstars on the court at once. You have to have people that are superstars in their role. And I used the example the other day. I used Billy Joel. There's somebody that rolled that piano out onto that stage for that performance. And let's imagine what that concert looked like if they didn't roll the piano out onto the stage. Let's imagine what it looks like if somebody wasn't doing the lighting. So not everybody is going to be the guy that sits down at the piano. Not everybody, there's one leading scorer. Not everybody's going to be the leading scorer, but you've got to be a champion in what your role is. And I'm really blessed and fortunate. It's not that I've pulled some magical formula out of my pocket. It's just I was blessed to step into a program where people get that, they want that, and they've bought into what it looks like. They were already on that trajectory. I'm just coming in to, sprinkle a little bit more on it and keep it going upward.
Okay. Let the record show I was free throw champion in my 6th grade B team. So your concept of me not being a shooter, I know it's hypothetical, but just I want that for the record. Okay. But lastly, I guess this is for all of you individually. This is the part where. I don't know how bold you want to get with predictions or guarantees even, but what would you say constitutes a successful year this season?
We start with having a winning record, and the goal is always to win conference. Not a shot at anybody. That's always everybody's goal: win conference, go to the national tournament, and make it farther than we have. We lost first round. We won one game, lost last year first game. To actually make it farther into it, that's, just do better than what you did last year. It's always the goal.
Okay.
There's always something that you can improve upon. Like Cassie said, our goal this year is obviously to win conference, to cut down some nets. Mm-hmm. I think with our team this year that we're all bought into that, and so that will only help us go up from there.
Okay.
I'll say in our first team meeting, that was something that I expressed is, it's the players. It's what they do and the energy and effort they put into it that gets the results. I said this, and I have all the respect in the world for Coach Minner. But I said, it wasn't Coach Minner and his staff that won games, it was them. It's not going to be Coach Gorby and her staff that wins games. It's going to be them. Now it's our responsibility to push them every day, and that's something that I think Coach Minner did an exceptional job of, is that you all understood what it meant to be pushed. That wasn't like a standard I had to come in and said. It was already, established. But I did say in our first team meeting that was a goal, hey, you all have gotten to the national tournament, and that's fun, and it's awesome going there no matter how you go there. But there's something different when you get to cut down nets and you get to, you win that conference championship and you go, and that's something that I got to experience as a player, and to be able to try to give that and share that with them, that's my ultimate goal. I think if you're not playing to win it, what are you doing? I mean, that's anybody, and I think every coach in this conference would say, yeah, the goal is to win it. The goal is to go to the national tournament. And, for us, it's not just getting to the national tournament. We've gotten there. Now we want to break down the wall, and let's win some games there.
All right. I'll tell you as that is Cassidy Doherty, Serenity Webb, and new coach Kylie Gorby here with the Midway women's basketball team. Open the season November 5th against St. Francis of Indiana. Thank you for joining us here on River State's Media Day. I don't know if that's officially what it's called. That's what we're calling it here. And my gratitude remains the same. Thank you and good luck this season.